The boat behind me is a Ferretti 670, a beautiful example of Italian design. Ray White Marine, who are selling this boat today, have invited us down to take you on a full walk through all three cabins, fly deck, foredeck, engine rooms, the lot. So let's jump on board and take a look. Let's step on board and start here on this swim deck, which, as you can see, is very capable of taking, whether you've got a personal watercraft, jet ski, or maybe something a little bit bigger. You've definitely got the space to do that here, and this will drop straight down and launch that for you. What I like about the 670 is the amount of storage that you've got here right in the transom. There's actually two areas here. So this one opens up like this, and there's storage for ropes and sea toys and all sorts of things. But there's also another section right under here for the same thing. So I love that piece of design where you don't have to travel far, everything's at your fingertips, and I think that's a really clever and a good looking transom as well. But let's have a look at the aft cockpit. It's a really good looking boat, really well protected under the hard top of the Flybridge, and you can see there's a bit of a curve, a bit of a flare out. I think that's a really nice design piece as well. But we've got this really nice settee area here, this table that leafs out. Of course you could bring some director chairs out here to make this dining for 7 or 8 people, all of your guests. We'll be down there later. That's the hatch into the engine room. Those stairs take us up to the Flybridge. We'll go there, and we'll also head forward to the foredeck because there's some great entertaining space up there to see. We've got a wing station here to the port side to help us get the boat safely into berth. That door there takes us down into the crew quarters. So there is actually a crew cabin on board, which is very, very handy if you choose to have crew. But a really, really nice aft cockpit, and I think it links really, really nicely to what I think is one of the real hero spaces of this boat. Let's move into this beautiful main deck salon, because this really is a feature of not just this, but all Ferretti boats. The level of styling, obviously, it's an Italian built boat, and that really does become evident when you step inside. The level of finish, the way that the space is pulled together is really, really beautiful. This has a galley midship configuration. So what that means is you've got these two really nice lounging areas here, really well positioned for socializing, and it does connect you really well to the aft cockpit that we've just come in from. So with the doors pulled right back, you've got this really nice connection there to the aft cockpit, which I think is super nice. You can just tell the level of finish and detailing here is very, very nice. I love the very, very big full window sections. Natural light just pours in. It really is beautiful. And I think what's really nice is the way in which, when we step up to this section, we've got this really nice dedicated dining section where we've got this lovely dinette here. That glass table, doesn't it just accentuate how much space that you've got? It really is quite a striking piece. I haven't seen that on many boats. I think that's particularly nice. If I spin around, you can have a look at the use of these contrasting veneers, which I think work particularly well. The galley, we've got a very large sink here, and I like that this is aft facing, because it again helps you connect to people in the rear cockpit. This is very clever. This tap pulls out like that and then retracts back in. I think that's a really clever design feature. Really nice feel to that as well. Nice bench tops there. We've got oven, microwave there. There's a little dishwasher drawer. Oh no, yes, a little dishwasher drawer just there. And then we've got a 4-hob electric burner there. Nicely concealed is the integrated fridge freezer. Again, beautifully concealed behind. It's really striking timber veneering here. It's so nice, and I love the contrast with the paler finishes here. Really beautiful, very contemporary, fantastic. Okay, let's have a look at the helm, because again, not just functionally fantastic, but again, just a beautiful piece of Italian design. We've got the 3 Simrad, I think they are 12-inch, they might be 15-inch multifunction displays. There's a beautiful position out. I'm standing at the helm, so I'm sitting on one of the bolsters, but even if I'm sat at the helm, you can see that the view out is still really, really good. Really well laid out instrumentation. You can see here we've got the 2 engine controls. There's our bow thrusters, the Simrad over here. And doesn't this look fantastic? Real little ship stuff, the way that we've got the diagram of the 670 and then all of the switching laid out there before you. Really, really nice. There's access out to the starboard side through this door here. And if I step down just a little bit, you'll get a great view of the quality of these 2 beautiful helm seats. Aren't they fantastic? Really, really nice. Beautiful. All right, let's go and have a look at the accommodation. So we've got a 3-cabin, 3-head layout, and the main, I guess you'd call it the VIP guest cabin, is situated in the bow, and that's where we are right now. You can see someone in the mirror there, sorry about that, but it's a very nice VIP cabin. Great headroom, you can see probably a good 6 feet 4 or 5. Step up either side onto the bed. You can see there we've got storage underneath the big island queen bed there. There's a hanging locker off to the side here, like this. And then if I spin around, there's 2 more large hanging lockers. So I think one of the things that is quite impressive about this boat is just the amount of storage in the cabins. I think that's really, really nice. Lovely ambient lighting, great window sections with that opening porthole section there for added ventilation. I think that's really nice, and that's replicated on the starboard side as well. And a lovely ensuite head where we've got a really nice shower, enclosed shower. Again, that use of that contrasting timber against the white sink, and that's a really striking sink, isn't it? The use of that really squared off, really masculine looking sink, and that black tapware I think works really well. And of course there's the toilet. So it works exceptionally well as a VIP ensuite. We've got the day head, which is here, which has again its own shower, enclosed shower, again with the same black tapware that I think looks really, really nice. Nice window section, the same real striking design that we saw in the VIP ensuite. That door ahead of me serves to connect the second stateroom. If you're not using this as a day head, you can close that across, and it services this room, which is set up as 2 singles. And you can see my reflection there in the mirror, and you can just see how much headroom I've got. That is a lot of headroom. That's probably a good 6'7" or 8". So you could be very comfortable in here if you were adults, or if you wanted to bring 2 younger guests in here, they would be very, very comfortable as well. 2 really good size singles. We've got, again, a nice sized hanging locker here, like that. Nice window section. You can see here that you can pull these soft curtains down and create a bit more privacy or ambience for yourself. But that's a very, very nice second cabin. And the third on the layout, of course, is the owner's cabin. And this is a really nice way to be greeted when you're walking into your cabin, is this little office area. Now, I'm going to guess that there might be some flexibility in the way that this particular area is designed, but I love what's on offer here, because if you needed to come away and do a little bit of work, you've got space to do that. You can obviously connect in there. You can see that this is a little dressing spot, and it's like we've got some storage, like a little library section just there. I think it's just a really nice use of space, and if you've got the space, why not use it for something like this as the owner? I think that's really beautiful. And I love the way in which spaces like this have been kept open. It's just a lovely piece of design where you might see that squared off, and it might even be like a bulkhead here. It's just been kept open. It just makes what is a very nice cabin feel even nicer, in my opinion. The cabin, of course, runs the full width, the full beam of the boat. You can see there we've got lots and lots of storage for the owners. This is interesting, and I think it's a nice change from what you see on most boats, where we've got this kind of open drawer set up, a very domestic styling situation. I think that's actually really effective, really nice. Again, the use of those contrasting timbers. I'll just move back here so you can take this all in. Television, of course, integrated in there. And then we've got this really nice lounging area just here. Again, very, very large window section, the little opening section there. Unfortunately, there's a boat right next to us at the show, so you're not getting the full appreciation of what that might look like. But that's a very nice place to set yourself. There's a lot of wardrobe hanging space in the owner's cabin. This is a walk-in robe, and you can see here that you've got a lot of space to come in here, get dressed, hang things up. All of this is hanging space. Drawers under here, lots and lots of space for the owners. I think that's really nice, and a full-length mirror as well. I think that's really effective. And the ensuite is just tucked away in here. Very, very nice. That combination of those timber with that vertical grain, this beautiful marble styling through there is really nice. Nice window section there, and of course this is fitted with a toilet and a bidet. But a very, very nice ensuite head. Big shower. Very, very nice. Okay, still more to show you, so let's head out of here and take a look at the Flybridge. Flybridge, I love the way in which the hard top there has been colour coded, and with the navigation and the domes up there, it all looks fantastic, and that's the colours carried down onto here. But let's look at what we've got. Right at the back of the Flybridge, we've got space here for some loose furniture. I'd be putting some sun pads there, maybe some all-weather bean bags. You could be having a great time. There's lots of room, which is fantastic. And then when you want to entertain, you've got this really nice electric barbecue or grill, some people like to call them grills, and wet bar here. Underneath here I think we'll find there's some storage and also a fridge, and there may even be an ice maker somewhere, or maybe not. More storage, but really nicely appointed and really well positioned across from this C-shaped lounge settee area, which would be, you know, very, very comfortable for 6 or 7 or 8 people. That's a fixed pedestal table, and that's perfectly positioned next to the Flybridge helm off to the port side. So from here you've got a fantastic view out over the bow of the boat from where I'm standing now, but equally as important, you've got a fantastic view all the way down the side of the boat for when you need to bring it into the marina safely and skillfully. You're super well positioned to do that. So we've got the 2 Simrad multifunction displays there. We've got our bow thrusters here, our engine controls here. I like the way all of this is color coded together, and there's even the steering wheel here is color coded in, so aesthetically works really well. And again, that position for the helmsman, just fantastic right out over the bow and the foredeck, where we're going to head to in a moment. But what a place this is. This whole area in front of me is just sun pad. I think you could easily have just about all your guests here. With 6 berths, you could easily have 6 people enjoying the sun, taking in the view. That is a fantastic place. You'd be really spoilt if you knew the owner or you were the owner, enjoying that space up there. Fantastic. Let's go and have a look at the foredeck and see into this fantastic foredeck area. I think this is a real feature of this 670 for a number of reasons. The sheer volume of space that you have, I think, is really impressive. There's space here for everybody to have a seat and everybody join in the socializing. But what I really like is that these sections here, which are, at the moment are sun pads, actually are high-low, and so you can take that off, and underneath those is a table, and so this can become a great occasional casual dining space as well for all of your guests. So I love the flexibility of that. I love the way that it's set up now, which is just for enjoying the sun. And if we stand back here, we get a really great view of that fantastic fly deck, the windscreen there in front of the helm, and that seating there, and you can see underneath there we've got the life rafts conveniently positioned in case we ever need them. Off to the sides here, these are little storage bins for our covers, and on a day like today where there's a little bit of rain around, you want those conveniently located, which they are. Nice drink holders like this, and just all in all, it's a very, very inviting space where I think I'd be spending a lot of time of an evening with a nice cold drink or something similar. Let's head down and take a look at the engine room. There's a bit to show you there. So let's pop down into the engine room here, and I'll show you what's making this Ferretti 670 go. I'll just move myself down here. There we go. Now we've got a great view of this. So we're looking at 2 MAN V8s. Now each of these produces about 1200 horsepowers, and even though we don't look at engines for the aesthetic pleasure of them, but these are particularly good looking engines, the way that they've been color coded and painted. It does look particularly nice as well. But more importantly, in terms of performance, we're going to be looking, you know, somewhere in the vicinity of 27, 28 knots as a top speed. But you'd be cruising, you know, more around that sort of low mid 20s. But if you really wanted to drop the speed right down to, you know, 7 knots, you know, your range would exceed, you know, 1,000 nautical miles. But really, people are using this not really for long range cruising per se, but nice to know that you do have that capability. So I think we'll head back up to the cockpit and we'll wrap this one up. So that's the Ferretti 670. Fantastic boat, beautiful Italian design. I love the interiors, the use of space. I think it's something really special. Ray White Marine are the brokers for this boat. So if you're interested in finding out more information, organising a tour, they're the people to reach out to, and I'll put all of their details in the description of this video. But I think we'll leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed that one. Give it a like and a share and a comment. Tell me if you did like it, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week on another video. Bye for now.